Now let's read my essay. So here is the first body paragraph of my Task 2 essay. I wrote this in less than 40 minutes, so this might not be perfect. In this video, we are not going to look at the introduction and conclusion paragraphs, just the body paragraphs. Alright, let's go. Human activity is the main contributory factor in the increase in the number of species on the red list. Logging and the development of land into livable regions have accelerated desertification on all continents, depriving many critters of their habitats. Poachers who seek ivory and rare fur are also responsible for the many threatened species. Not only humans, but Mother Nature is also to blame. Natural selection has made countless weak creatures leave this planet. Among them are the Japanese ibis, which could not live without freshwater marshes, and the Australian thylacine, which lost the race for prey with the dingo. Natural law stipulates that species that cannot adjust to the immediate surroundings, or is not strong enough to beat out others, have to go. I don't see any spelling or grammar problems here. Good. Let's move on to the next paragraph. No offense to the unfortunate species that have lost their places on Earth, but some people feel that those creatures are none of their business. No living thing has the leeway to care about others. As a matter of fact, the Amazonian frog that is struggling in the depleting rainforest would not care about the homeless people sleeping on Cincinnati streets. If animals do not care about us humans, why would we care about them? Furthermore, we do learn at school that biodiversity plays a crucial role in the healthy natural environment. Almost none of us would put biodiversity above our money or power. To speak bluntly, what matters most for people is always what affects people most, and how happy or unhappy it makes them. I have found one grammar glitch. The yellow part is something called a comma splice. Do you know what a comma splice is? A comma splice is two sentences connected with a comma, and this is grammatically inappropriate. Let's add a conjunction but here, and this goes perfectly. Everything else is fine. Now let's proceed to the third body paragraph. Nevertheless, we do not want to believe that humans are cold-hearted animals. Even if we are not responsible for the extinction of all critically endangered animals, all flora and fauna are our neighbors who share this planet. If we do not wish to be hurt or threatened by them, we should treat them well. There are some things that can be done to safeguard struggling living things. Planting trees in deserts is one option, and if successful, it will lead to larger habitat for insects and critters. Another possible solution is to create harsher punishments for activities that could harm the environment, such as discarding plastic in the sea. The amount of things each individual can do is small, but if all countries pitch in, we can produce profound impacts on our neighbors. There's one grammar mistake, responsibility, that should be an adjective, so let's make it responsible, sorry about that. I also see two typos, endangered and safeguard, correct them. Okay, this essay is full of nice vocabulary, closely related to the topic today. Let's go back to the first body paragraph. I introduce you to some of the vocabulary. Logging. Logging. Logging is cutting down trees. Logging. Desertification. Desertification. Desertification happens when a large place which has many trees turns into a desert. In other words, there are no trees left. Desertification. Critter. Critter. A critter is an animal, especially a small one. Critter. Poacher. Poacher. A poacher is a person who hunts animals illegally. Poacher. Natural selection. Natural selection. Natural selection is the idea that only animals which can adjust to their surroundings can survive. Natural selection. Have the leeway to do something. Have the leeway to do something. If you have the leeway to do something, it means you have enough time, space, money, or power to do something. Have the leeway to do something. Deplete. Deplete. If something depletes, it means it decreases significantly. Deplete. Flora and fauna. Flora and fauna. Flora and fauna are all the flowers, plants, and animals living on this planet. Flora and fauna. Finally, this writing has 385 words, and this does not include the intro and the conclusion paragraphs. My usual amount. I'm satisfied. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot from my writing. Good luck on your test. Bye bye.